Legionella, it's a naturally occurring bacteria, naturally occurs in the water systems. We can't stop it from growing, but we can create conditions for it to grow. So we bring it into our building. If we store the water at incorrect temperatures, it likes temperatures between sort of 22 and 45 degrees, but it can grow outside of that. So we have problems in the summer months. If we create a mode of transmission for it, so that's droplets. So the way it gets into our body, into our lungs, is we breathe in the water droplets that we don't know. For instance, from your showers. Most people think of things like cooling towers as the highest risk thing in a building, but generally the more common things like showers that cause the risk. The first duty, as with every aspect of health and safety, is to get rid of the risk. Once we've established that we can't get rid of that risk, we have to put in management in place to keep that risk as low as possible. So your duties are to protect your employees, the people that might use the services within your building. Given that under health and safety regulations, everyone is entitled to safe facilities for washing, for toilets, drinking, and we have to make those safe for people. I would say the biggest failing is that the management side of it. We see a lack of knowledge, perhaps a lack of competency, a lack of understanding. Poor record keeping, although it's getting less and less, is still there. It's still a case that sometimes we'll go and look at records and think, well, that's missing, your flushing record is missing, your temperature records are missing, they're not correct. And it's too easy to miss. And that's why an independent third party, another pair of eyes looking at something, can help reduce that risk of missing something, which then could expand. Importantly though, one of the big aspects that we see is the lack of documented remedial action. So when things are out of parameter, when your temperatures are wrong, when your cold water tank is not showing turnover or temperatures raised in the tank, we're not seeing records of what people have done to put it right. And that's probably more important than having a nice shiny set of records. It's demonstrating that you knew there's an issue and you have done something to put right. And that's, I've seen EHOs when they do an EHO inspection, the first thing they'll do is look at the remedial action diary. The documentation is the thing that will look after you. It's the thing that will keep you from being prosecuted. You can have the best system in the world, but if you're not doing the documentation side of it, if you're not recording it properly, who knows? It's just important to say that people do get worried about Legionella, Legionella disease, all the implications to it, but Legionella management, although it's important, doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple, but it's nothing to be scared of. Advice is out there, but it has to be done.